Yep. So there are certain things which are happening around, like which are way beyond the comprehension of common man. Number one would be the entire fiasco around tariffs. Number two will be the hype around Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam, and the third will be the that entire BCCI, the management, the coach versus Shreyas Iyer. And once again, he's paid the price of that. He's not been not got included in the squad. Welcome everyone to another episode of Bad Balla. Asia Cup team has got announced, so we thought we'll take this opportunity to sort of discuss this. A lot of a few obvious ones were missing, and then a few surprises here and there. Good strong bowling unit, I would say. Uh, yeah, so let's do it. Suresh, your initial thoughts on after seeing the squad?
No, like you mentioned, right? I mean, there are some. It's overall a good squad, but there are some glaring omissions, right? And like the person you mentioned, Shreyas Iyer, I don't know what he has to do anymore. I mean, 600 plus runs at a strike rate of 175, taking Punjab to the finals as captain. What more can you do? And the previous season, he was the IPL winning captain also. And I think Agarkar gave a what do you call answer that we don't know where to fit him. I mean, if you make a T20 11 right now, Iyer is the first name you put. Then you try fitting in the others. Forget forget fitting. He should be the first name and fit a team around that name. Don't give a silly answer like I don't know where to fit you. I just can't understand.
And just bullshit reasons, man. That is purely bullshit. That's pure arrogance, pure bias. I don't know, ego. What do you call it? Whatever you want to call it. And in the past couple of years, Shreyas Iyer has repeatedly, time and again, proved everyone else wrong. Right? He's performed well in
Yeah.
domestic. He was fabulous in Vijay Hazare. He was amazing in that 2023 World Cup, then Champions Trophy 25. Like you mentioned, a couple of back-to-back great, amazing seasons in IPL. Led KKR to the victory. Led Punjab like they were before, took them to into the finals before RCB got better of and then again led from the front as a captain, like you mentioned, 170 odd strike rate, 600 plus runs. I don't know, man. I think this must be so demotivating and demoralizing for Shreyas Iyer. uh, I mean, what else can the guy do? I don't know. I really don't know. And then I know Gill has performed well in England as a captain, but again, out of nowhere, you got him in the T20 setup again, ahead of Yashasvi Jaiswal, made him the vice captain. You are making him the captain. That means he's supposed to play most of the games,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that again sort of disrupts a lot of things. There was a template in which the Indian T20, top, especially the top order and the middle order was playing. And again, with Gill coming in, I'm really not sure what these guys are up to. And this politics, I think, is gonna take a toll on it.
Yeah. And no, you hit the nail on the head, right? I mean, the fact that you got Gill back as vice captain means that you have to play him now.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that means Abhishek Sharma or Sanju Samson, one of them will miss out. You're
Yep.
unsettling a settled opening pair, which is so good, right? What a very destructive opening pair. Both of them can just take the game away. And okay, Gill. See, I understand Gill had a good season, right? He had a good IPL season, and he probably should be in the squad also. Maybe he should be the backup opener. Okay, maybe over Yashasvi Jaiswal also I'll take Gill. That's fine. But you make him the vice captain. I mean, that's just wrong. That's wrong on so many levels, right? And again, what is the justification is given? Oh, his performance in England, the Test series was extraordinary, so we thought we should make him groom him for the next. I, I just don't understand this logic, man. You're grooming somebody at the cost of the current team, at the cost of disrupting the current balance, and that is just not right. And if Sanju Samson or Abhishek Sharma has not performed, we understand, right? Okay, you know what? We need somebody who's ready to play instead of them. But their numbers are so good. Both of them have scored crazy hundreds, won matches for India against South Africa, against England, and best opposition teams as well, right? And you have a set template that give you that good start. I just wrong. I mean, I don't know. And now again, you have only taken two keepers, right? So Sanju or Jitesh has to play. But the fact that Sanju may not open anymore, so it'll be then again Jitesh will surely come into the squad. And as unfortunate, Sanju missing out, right? I mean, one of like the story about Sanju is that he's never got his chance. He's never got a run. And now finally, when he gets a run, and finally when he's performing, you're just removing him out of the team. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's weird. Actually, I mean, it's really complicated, and all this fiasco could have easily been avoided if Gill would not have been named the vice captain of the squad,
Yeah,
right? like you mentioned, he probably deserved a place in 15 or 20 or as a
Yeah,
backup opener maybe, but I don't see him in the current setup playing in the 11 for sure. But given by the fact going by the fact that he has been named the vice captain, I think he's gonna be there in the 11 for sure, opening along with probably Abhishek Sharma because of that left right combination as well. Um, and that means that you'll play Tilak and Surya at number 3 and 4.
okay.
You know, which is I think is fairly settled, but again, really hard on Sanju Samson. Once again, out of nowhere, he was taking his chances. He was giving India those quick starts, and then again, he has been at the receiving. He's gonna be at the receiving end. That's really unfortunate, but that's what it is. And I think one more point which I'd probably like to bring up here is the role of Ajit Agarkar, right? Uh, I think he's been the coach for quite some time now, right? After that, it's been more than a year, if I'm not wrong. And
Yeah,
I think is one of the longest serving selectors, head selector in the recent past. There have been quite a few names who, serving for a few months or here and there, but I can Agarkar is here, right? And that says a lot. Probably he's the yes guy. I don't know. I don't know who's taking the shots, who's calling the shots here. Is it Gambhir? Is it someone from the government? Or Agarkar is just a face of the entire thing. So I am not getting that clarity. We are blessed actually that we've got such names that we are debating on Shubman Gill here, and we are really in a blessed situation that we have got so many players, so many young talents coming up. That we are actually debating that Gill shouldn't be in the 11. But again, if the management is messed up, if you're gonna bring ego into the table, ego over the performances, I think in the long run it's definitely gonna cost us in some way or the other.
yeah. No, you rightly said. I mean, I think, and to be really frank, I don't think Agarkar is controlling anything. Like you said, he's just a dummy for that management to come out and say something. I'm sure it's Gambhir who's running the shots, right? And he wants that a captain who he can control. He didn't get that with Kohli. He didn't get that with Rohit Sharma, and finally has got that with Gill, right? A captain, a young guy who he can control. And Gill performed well in the T2 in the Test series. So, and that's the reason why he's been made vice captain here also. And to be fair, I'm now worried for Suryakumar Yadav. Slight mishap here and there, they'll quickly remove him and make Gill the captain. Man, I mean that's inevitable. The way Gill's rise is coming through, but it's unfortunate. I mean, and the way Surya plays, right? He also plays that risk-free cricket, right? I mean, I'll do anything for the team, and such players are the ones who will be axed first. So
Yep.
I'm not really, yeah, well, I'm worried about him, and I hope and he's, to be really frank, I like this captaincy. I like his fearless approach towards batting. The whole batting has now suddenly looked devastating, right? And bowlers hate bowling the Indian lineup now. So
Yep.
I just hope Surya continues with that vein. And yeah, but I don't think Agarkar is running in the shots anywhere. I just dummy there. And yeah, I mean, even the question of even Rinku Singh, right? Almost what a terrible IPL almost, and
Yeah.
he's still retained.
Actually, there are
Yeah,
two, two,
and
two names actually. Rinku
yeah,
Singh and Harshit Rana. Again, probably in my
yeah, yeah.
opinion, who based on the recent performance in the last IPL and the domestic season of the last few months, I don't think either of the two deserved a place in the squad at this point of time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
So
mean,
again,
like, what round did the Prasid do, right? I mean, okay, Siraj probably want to rest, is what they said, right? But Prasid had a brilliant IPL in one of the best fast bowling performances by an Indian in this IPL. Economical, got the crucial wickets for GT one down. He was the main reason why they performed so well in the first half of the season and almost
yep.
qualified. So I think, yeah, for the finals. So I think he deserved to be in the squad. And Harshit being chosen again just shows Gambhir's preferences, right? I mean, he has his biases and he's continuing with it, irrespective of what people think about it. That's the way he is, and I
That's
don't
the
know, it'll cost him.
arrogance which he
Yeah,
carries, right? And that will inevitably bring down the downfall at some point of time.
yeah. No, it's got him through the England series. Fortunately, yeah, that
Somehow.
one final Siraj bailed him out. But yeah, I mean, again, see, I think this T20, like you mentioned, right? We are so blessed with talent, and I think this T20 team will do well. I don't see any of the Asian teams beating them. It's an easy win for them, the Asia Cup, right? If it happens, it'll be an upset. To be really frank, I can't see. I think the biggest opposition will be in Afghanistan if they come to the
Yep.
finals. I think, but I don't think any other team has that strength to match the Indian team. So we should be winning this easily. And then a lot of bilaterals are coming through, and bilaterals again, not much of value is added to those, right? But so I think it's a smooth sailing for Gambhir for some time, at least in the white ball cricket. But yeah, I mean, those choices are really, really baffling, to be frank.
No, actually, I think this all this is warm up for the 2026 T20 World Cup, right? So,
Yeah.
if the team has been selected in a certain manner, that means most of these guys would be carried forward till that T20 World Cup. I don't
Mm.
see too many changes other than a few couple of here and there, basis the performance or the injury or something, or maybe workload management. But other than that, I don't see a lot of changes in this particular squad. Till 2026 T20 World Cup. So, which means that. Probably they are seeing Harshit Rana as a potential backup to say Arshdeep and Bumrah. So because the World Cup's gonna be in India, Asia Cup obviously is gonna be in Asian conditions. So with Hardik Pandya around, so I don't think India will play more than two seamers,
Yeah.
which would be Bumrah and Arshdeep without an inch of doubt. I don't think Bumrah probably would play against the likes of Oman and all those games, right? So probably that's where Harshit Rana might come into the picture. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, other than that, he's gonna be the most likely the backup bowler, who's gonna be there here and there, play a few matches when Bumrah or one of these two guys are rested. Uh, yeah, but I think one good thing. I'm happy to see Bumrah. I know a lot of things have been said about the workload management, and but I think there's a clear message here that India wants, or Gambhir rather wants, Bumrah to play T20 games, considering the World Cup. So that's a good sign, and I think he might be rested for other formats. Maybe he might play a couple of test matches in this home season against South Africa and West Indies. Not more than two for sure, but he might be missing ODI games, but he's more likely to play most of the important T20 games till that World Cup. So that's a good sign. Arshdeep obviously is probably one of the top T20 bowlers going around without a doubt. And then you got spin twins Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep who's going to play all the games, and then you have the backup option of Hardik Pandya. So I think the bowling is super strong, the backups are
Yeah.
good. Axar Patel will also be there.
Axar
He'll
Patel is there.
definitely be be coming into the picture. So the squad is fairly balanced. The all rounders are there. The bowling is super strong. Uh, Even with that disruption, the top of the order, I think the batting is also looking really strong. So I definitely echo the same sentiment that it's gonna be really really hard for the opposition teams, the Asian teams, to sort of find a way to defeat India. It's gonna be an upset if it happens.
Yeah, yeah, true, agree. And what do you think about the keeper slot? Will Sanju be given a chance as opener and he'll be keeping, or do you think Jitesh will come in?
Man, I think it's a tough one on Sanju. I think they're gonna stick with Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma, the left-right combination at top of the order, which means that Jitesh Sharma is likely to play that number five, role. Considering that three and four will be Tilak and Surya, and then uh, five
Hardik,
probably
maybe Hardik and
Jitesh.
Jitesh, maybe.
Hardik and Jitesh, depending on the situation,
Yeah,
then you might have Akshar Patel, Varun, Kuldeep, and all those guys coming at the back end.
yeah,
So it's gonna be hard on Sanju because if Gill has been named the is the vice captain, so most likely he's gonna be there in the playing 11 at least for the first few games.
yeah. No, I mean, hard luck for Sanju, right? But happy for Jitesh, right? I mean, he's been a very crucial part of the RCB campaign, and he's modeled himself on sort of a finisher on DK, right? The DK has been a mentor, and I'm looking forward to seeing Jitesh as a player, as a keeper, and as a finisher, most importantly. That's a role which has really played well for RCB, and one of the reasons why RCB won the trophy as well. And cool,
Hmm.
calm head, can hit the shots across the ground, has that intention that, I should finish games for the team. So looking forward to
Yep.
seeing Jitesh as a keeper really blossomed in the IPL. That's one one positive of this selection is what I felt. And again, one more thing I want to discuss is like the sudden elevation of Hardik Pandya, right? Of Gill as vice captain. I think Axar was the vice captain previously, so he's now
Yeah.
sidelined. Before that, we had Hardik as the vice captain. He's also sidelined. Oh, like what did Hardik do wrong? Okay, I know he didn't have a great season in Mumbai, but Hardik is such an integral part of the setup, right? I mean, he's a crucial link, that extra bowler we get as a fast bowler, and also Axar, right? I mean, Axar is so crucial innings in all those major tournaments for us, right? But it's very unfortunate that they're now elevated. They're just suddenly removed out of the vice captaincy.
See, I think the point with Akshar, I really don't know what uh, went wrong over there, because again, Gambhir was someone who backed Akshar into that role, and he was really vocal about Akshar being one of the crunch players for this entire T20 setup, in this T20 setup. He had a decent IPL season as well. I know he's had his own share of injuries and everything, but again, he had a
Yeah.
decent show at the IPL as well.
Definitely.
Hardik,
Yeah.
I think it's just that Gambhir doesn't like Hardik. That, I mean, that's it. End of it. He's also someone who's like really on your face and very brash, and these are the
Can't be
kind of
controlled.
personalities which, yeah, can't be
Yeah.
controlled. Not that
Yeah.
timid, not that
Yeah.
defensive. Very really vocal about things. Again, these
Yeah.
are the personalities which Gautam Gambhir personally doesn't like, right? So you
Yeah.
speak of Virat Kohli, you speak of Hardik Pandya. I think that I don't see any other reason, because Hardik was supposed to be the next Indian T20 captain,
Yeah.
post
Yeah.
Sharma era, but that never happened.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I think we have missed out on such a good captain, right? I mean, Mumbai Indians, Gujarat Titans, I mean, a new team and single-handedly taking them to the finals. Then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just sad that it happened. That what, like you said, whatever politics was played, and Hardik missed out. But I think Indian team will miss out on the captaincy of Hardik. What a gun clutch player. Yeah, and just last before we wrap up, maybe what do you think? I mean, suddenly I know we're discussing the IPL, we're discussing the Asia Cup team, right? And the squad is announced, so India's playing. But why is India playing? I mean, we had the legends, poor guys. They were asked to stop their tournament. They had to boycott a match against Pakistan. And here we are. Nobody's questioning BCCI. We just had a war 2 months back, and now we are playing a tournament and probably three matches against Pakistan.
पैसे का चक्कर बाबू भैया, पैसा बड़ी चीज है. I mean, I don't know, man. I think we have discussed this at length last time around, when the entire schedule was announced during that England tour, right? I really don't know. I'm not a big fan of these double standards, right?
Hmm.
Taking calls basis the convenience, right? Okay, Legends guys, or the Women Cup or a bilateral tournament, we won't play over there, because that doesn't cost us too much money. But again, the Asia Cup, the USP is India Pakistan game. Then we'll play, because obviously money matters. I really don't have any comments to pass here. I mean, I'm really disappointed, because don't create such kind of scenarios, right? If you want to keep cricket separate from the war, although I'm completely against this entire bifurcation between cricket and non-cricketing things and all those things, right? If you are not sharing that great a relationship, if you are having a war with a with another country, I mean, there's no way, there's no logic to play cricket with the same country, when there are so many tough calls being taken, around the trade, around other stuff, closing of airspace, a lot of other things have happened.
Whatever.
Then
Yeah.
suddenly cricket is an exception. Why? And that too,
Hmm.
only men's cricket, the mainstream cricket is the exception. I mean, I am surprised that nobody's questioning that. None of the media guys. I anyway don't have too much hope from the media persons, to be honest. But again, somebody should have asked. Somebody in command should have asked those questions, right? It really doesn't make sense. As a cricket fan, I'm happy to see an India Pakistan game. Always happy. But again, considering the circumstances, I think I completely agree that this was not the right call. Especially considering the fact that there was the tournament which got cancelled, where India sort of walked out of the series. Not too a couple of weeks ago. So this really doesn't add up.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, I know we discussed this also earlier, right? And to be really frank, when the schedule was announced, I just assumed that, yeah, maybe some sources and India will pull out, right? I mean, there will be pressure from the public and we'll decide, okay, let's not go ahead. But now when the squad is also announced, I'm like, shit, we're actually playing. I mean, like you mentioned, double standards. There's no other word to it, right? I mean, okay, we need the money, right? Yeah, I mean, we don't need the money. BCCI doesn't need a stupid AC, what do you call it, Asian cricket tournament and get the money out of it, right? But that's money is also going to Pakistan, right? And you know what those money, what they do with that money, and it's really sad. I mean, that we are enabling that, right, just after a war has happened, and I mean, just really double standards. And I can't believe we're going into this tournament. We should have just said we can't play, or we should have said, oh, you know what, let Pakistan not play. We'll have a tournament. I'm sure all the other Asian countries would have been happy to have the tournament of Pakistan,
I
but
mean,
it's
India could have
unfortunate. And
easily, yeah, India could have easily organized a tri-series between India, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan.
yeah, yeah, or maybe a quadrilateral also with Bangladesh. I mean, yeah, they'll be happy to. Everybody will be happy, man. I mean, I don't know what's this. This is really accommodating Pakistan. You know, take 3 matches, take all the money you have, pay off all your debts. We'll rebuild all the stadiums we destroyed through missiles, and you have a foot on time. Yeah, I mean, because otherwise the money for us is peanut for BCCI.
I really don't have an answer. It doesn't
Yeah,
change the financial situation of BCCI. I don't know who's
yeah,
taking these
it
shots.
doesn't.
This sounds ridiculous. This looks ridiculous, and as an Indian, I feel embarrassed. As simple as that.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool. I think one more thing which I want to talk about is the squad of our dear friends, right? The Pakistani squad, where
yeah.
Babar and Rizwan got dropped off, and I think I can hear a lot of noise around that. A lot of unhappy fans, obviously hardcore Babar Azam fans in Pakistan, and then there are certain experts, so-called experts like Tanveer Ahmed and all, making a lot of noise, creating a lot of fracas that why would you drop Babar, why would you drop Rizwan? But I think that's a fair call taken by the selectors over there because especially in the T20 setup, there was no reason of sort of backing Babar and Rizwan any further in the T20s at least. Considering the way they have performed in the last 2 or 3 years consistently, striking at 120, 130 odd, which clearly is not working anymore for them. And then with that average bowling lineup as well, I think that's a wise call. You should give opportunities to younger talent to at least if you are looking at future. So I'm happy from that perspective. But what are your thoughts?
No, I completely agree. And I mean, I think what they had a recent series against West Indies, right? Even there, the strike rates were ridiculous. And Babar Azam, when has he scored a last century? I mean, it's been some what, 60, 70 matches now? He's not
Yes.
scored a
Against Nepal
century.
in last Asia Cup.
I don't know how can you count that, but yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. You can't. I mean, and like you said, like, they're bogging the team down. Get new youngsters. Even if you lose 10 matches, it's with the youngsters, it's fine. Maybe they may be better in the long run, but losing 10 matches the same faces is frustrating. I mean, as a neutral, as an Indian fan, I am frustrated seeing the same Rizwan and Babar every time, who you know is not going to perform. And imagine as a Pakistani fan, you keep hyping them so much, you keep calling him the king, and then every match he fails. And thank God, I don't want to see their faces in the Asia Cup for sure.
I mean, who are these guys who are still backing, Baba? I think it's good to back. I know Kohli had a lean phase. He was not scoring centuries, but he was making runs. He was creating an impact. He's scoring 50s, at a quick fire 30, 40 here and there. But this guy, I think he's stat padded all his life, batting a few impactful knocks. One I can remember is 2019 against New Zealand in that World Cup. A couple of good test knocks, probably. Other than that, I think it was all stat padding against the minnows, B and C squads of New Zealand, England, and all those guys, and then somehow overhyped, by the fans, so-called kings, people like Hassan Ali, you know. I think it was high time, and I think that I'm really happy that PCB took that call. The selectors took that call of dropping these guys. Man, enough is enough.
Yeah. Have they announced? Have they announced the squad? Is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
they
that they.
have.
Oh,
They
they
have.
announced. Okay.
Although they have
Good.
again,
That's
they've
good.
got made some weird choices in getting calling back Hassan Ali, Fahim Ashram, and all those people. But I'm happy to see the back of Babar in his one for sure.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to. I mean, I've not seen Sam Ayu much, but I know whatever he's had some good performances. Youngster, a lot of talent, a lot of. They have a lot of hope on him. I mean, they're calling him the next Babar or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think he's the next big star for them. And young guy, very positive, and looking forward to him as an opener.
I mean,
But otherwise, yeah, happy to
that
see him.
comparison thing in Pakistan is annoying at times. That now suddenly they're comparing Sam Ayub with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Abhishek Sharma. I think they most of the time they get too ahead of themselves, right? You should give I think he has been given a long rope, which is so unlike Pakistan.
Yeah,
He did not perform for the first 10, 15 games, but they still backed him because they believed in him that he's going to be the next big thing. And he has delivered, post that, he has delivered of quite a few impactful knocks. So, like you mentioned, I think it is definitely an exciting talent. Really, really looking forward to see him bat in this T20 format. And in which way Pakistan they don't have too many players who can play that, carefree, risk taking, the 170, 180 strike rate, consistent hitting. I think
yeah,
Sam Ayub probably is one of the very few guys which they have.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And looking forward to his partnership. I think Fakar is still in the squad, if I'm not wrong. Looking
Yeah,
forward
Fakar is
to
there. But again,
yeah
his
their
performance
partnership.
has been dipping for the last couple of years or so. He needs to
Okay.
find back his form. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, when you mentioned that few people who can score the 170, his name came to my mind. Yeah. He's one of the
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
who could.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, looking for. I know that like we discussed, we are not fans of this tournament, but it's this cricket tournament. It's there, so we'll obviously look forward to the matches and yeah, let's catch up once the matches start. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Let's do that. Sure. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching.
See you guys. Bye.
Yeah.